Alright, how's it going, guys? Time to hang with Hannah. No, that's kind of silly. So, how was everyone's day? I was like, okay, today is the day I'm going to make a vlog, and here I am, so let's make this a regular thing. Today we are going to be talking about keto and the keto diet and what Curtis and I do, and sort of just a little breakdown of what ketosis is, and also just kind of going over some of just a little bit of everything keto related. It's what the health benefits are, why we do it, and kind of the results that come from it. I just want to thank you guys ahead of time for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, throw a like down, put something in the comments about maybe requests for what you guys want to see in videos in the future, and I would greatly appreciate it. So why Curtis and I did the keto diet, we looked at some family pictures that when we went to my family's Thanksgiving, and we saw ourselves, and we were just unhappy and just like needed to make a change. And we tried all sorts of different things. I've certainly tried every diet under the sun, and usually it doesn't stick. And I was vegan for quite a few years, and nothing really came from that. I just ate a bunch of bread and French fries and stuff. And so Curtis knew a lot about it. He actually was like, hey, let's ease our way into it, try to do like a gluten-free type of thing, see how we're feeling. And we tried a couple different things, but then we hit this point where it was like, okay, it's time to do something. And we just went full, cold turkey, essentially, and just quit carbs and sugar pretty much altogether, did crash course in the keto diet, and surprisingly it stuck about 2 years now. And I've loved it. I've loved everything about it ever since. The basic parts of ketosis and what that means is the whole diet is low carb, high fat, and then moderate protein. I like to think of it, and a lot of people do different percentages and have exact breakdowns, but as of right now, I sort of think of it as 70% fats. We do about 20% moderate protein and then 10% carbs. Okay, so our bodies don't use carbs and sugar for energy like the normal, triangle diet does. Our bodies, we actually utilize fat, and our livers turn it into ketones, which in turn turn it into energy. And so that's kind of the little breakdown of what ketosis is and how, what it goes on with our body. And the big part of ketosis is that really getting those healthy fats in your diet, no matter what you're eating, whether it's just some green beans and some chicken, it's to make sure you have some butter with it, or coconut oil, or olive oil is also really great too. So that is sort of the general breakdown of what ketosis is. So here's sort of what we eat on fast food, and also I'll explain a little bit of what I do when we go grocery shopping and we have certain staples. Fast food, I'm gonna just do a couple different things, because literally you can be keto and eat anywhere. There's always something, no matter where you go, unless you go to a bread only store, then you can't eat anything there. The first thing with going to Starbucks, so a lot of the times, you're out and about and you just want to go and just get a nice coffee or something, which is great. So you can go to Starbucks, and what I do is there's a couple different things I get there. There's either just an iced green tea with sugar-free vanilla sweetener. So you can get an iced coffee. You ask them for heavy cream. You can do half and half, which is fine, but heavy cream is the ultimate staple, and they actually have it at Starbucks. You ask them for some heavy cream. You can get some Splenda little sugar packets on the side, or you can ask them for a couple pumps of sugar-free vanilla sweetener, which is also really good. Going to, let's say if you want to go to Del Taco or Taco Bell, and you want to grab something really quickly, tacos are a really great, easy way to make keto, as well as nachos. So all of the toppings, stick away from the queso cheeses and whatnot. You're gonna want to go with more of the shredded cheese, because that's easier to, the ingredients in that. In queso, sometimes they throw some flour in there for the base of it, and there's hidden carbs. So with Del Taco or Taco Bell or another Mexican food, any really Mexican food place, you can ask for the nachos and just get no tortilla chips and no beans. and then just however you want it. And basically it's like you're creating it. I like to think of it like a dip for yourself. So it's like meat and cheese and avocado and sour cream. Sour cream is really good for you too. It's high in fat and there's like no carbs. Another great place that I really like is Wendy's, and you can get the Baconator, and I like to get it, so I just have them put it in a box, and I say no ketchup because there is sugar in ketchup. Okay, so on to groceries. So there are some shopping staples that I like to keep in the kitchen to make sure that there's something there, like if we're hungry and we don't want to go out and eat, at least there's something that we can make here. So some staples that we have in the kitchen are coconut oil, we have butters, eggs, which are a great, like the perfect keto food. Literally you could just eat eggs and cheese and sausage all the time and you would be perfectly fine. Mexican shredded cheese, which is fantastic, and I love how it tastes, and it goes good with everything on top of eggs, or I just put it, like I can fry up the cheese and make cheese crisps, which are good tortilla chips replacements, which are also amazing. I also like to make sure we have some cream cheese, because I just love cream cheese. It's amazing, and it's low carb, and you can just eat it, and it's awesome. Peanut butter is also really good. Just be careful because it can kind of get a little bit up there in the carb count. You can have any, pretty much all nuts are fine. They're really good, and they're also really good sources of those healthy fats for you. You just don't want to go too crazy with the peanut butter, but honestly it's all in moderation. Another great thing also are the low carb tortillas. What's awesome is you can make quesadillas. You can use the tortilla and you can put some hamburger meat and make like your own little makeshift burger type thing. But right now I'm going through a phase where I just want to eat cheese quesadillas all the time. And you know, moderation is key. Another great thing too is there's a bunch of different brands out there that are keto friendly. So there are Breyers makes a carb smart ice cream, which is fantastic, and they have fudge bars and ice cream bars and all that good stuff. Also Atkins is a similar type of diet where they do the low carb thing, but they are more on the high protein, lower fat side. So they've got a bunch of great products. They've got frozen meals at the stores. They've got bars. They've got like little snacks you can get, and they're all keto friendly, but just be careful because some of them are higher in protein. But like for example, I tried these. There are these little brownies that they make, and I found out that the fat content is higher than the protein content. So I was like, oh my god, I'm totally gonna try it, and it's amazing. It's so good. Okay. The results of being in ketosis for 2 years is a lot of positive things. And at this point, it's like when Curtis and I go out, we just kind of know what to eat already. We already have that mindset. We don't think like, oh my god, we can't with this. It's like, what do you crave? And like, you want Korean barbecue? Let's go get Korean barbecue, because you can eat all the meat at Korean barbecue and you feel like you're at this, I mean, it's kind of cool. You just get the whole restaurant experience, and you can totally be in ketosis the entire time. Some of the great things from being in ketosis is a lot more energy. We don't necessarily have to sleep as much as we used to before, which is fantastic. I've also used to break out a lot and have acne problems, and my face was usually very red and all of these things, so it totally controls that. I barely have breakouts unless I drink like a lot of Diet Coke or something like that, which you shouldn't drink soda, but honestly Coke Zero Vanilla is amazing, so whatever. You pick your battle, you pick and choose your battles. So more energy, clear skin, and I've lost about 40 pounds in the 2 years, and that's just, I didn't really, you know, do it in part just to lose weight. It was more just we wanted to make a change. We wanted to do something that was good for our bodies, and the weight loss was just like, wow, this is just icing on the cake. And also we have a lower, our blood pressure is totally fine. We don't have those blood sugar spikes, like let's say you eat like a whole bunch of cookies and you get all this energy and then you just crash later, right? So we don't get that, and then our bodies will tell us like, oh hey, that's not okay, you ate a little too much sugar. So it's all about, I've learned to become more in touch with my body than before. So I know like, okay, I could totally eat that Atkins bar again, or oh, that one, something in it, I've reacted a little bit, my stomach, you know, different things like that. And it's kind of cool, like getting on that same page with how your body is, what the signs are it's telling you. All of that good stuff. I love being keto, and honestly, it's great because I never feel like it's a restriction. I never feel like I have to go out of my way and do all these things, and I love it because I actually learned how to bake with keto. So a lot of the people, when I explain like, oh, I'm doing this, or you know, doing the low carb diet, they're like, oh my gosh, don't you miss bread? Like, where's the bread in your life? Oh my god, I couldn't do it without bread. Like, I've learned to bake bread. I've made like cheese danishes. I've made little donuts and bagels and chocolate like covered things. Like, there's a way to do everything. If you're craving something, ketosis, you just gotta do a little bit of searching, you gotta do a little experimenting, but there's a way to do everything, and that's what's fantastic about it. So that's it for that. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave some comments down there. You know, just let me know if you're curious about anything with ketosis, or what, you know, you want to see for future videos. And I appreciate you staying and watching to the very end. And you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.